Hey guys, I'm Grestar, and how about we watch RWBY Volume 1, Chapter 11, Jaunedice. Do you get it? Make sure to click here to go to the official release first, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and then come back here and we'll watch it together. So last time, in The Badge and the Burden Bar 1 and 2, it was basically just about RWBY and Weiss's relationship. Again, not like romantic, but just relationship in the general sense. And we got to meet one of the professors. I forget his name, or I didn't hear his name properly, I don't know. And we got to learn, I guess, like a couple names of some of the Grim Beasts. Only Beowulf is sticking out in my mind. But yeah, so we're getting like very minor introductions and very gradual character building and development. With, you know, the very little time that they have to actually interact, but we are getting somewhere at least. This one, just based upon the name, I have to assume is about Jaune. So, yay, because I do like him, and so I'm hoping that we'll get some more development from him. And, yeah, aside from that, I honestly don't have much else to say, so with that, let's get to watching. 3, 2, 1, play. There we go. Alright, if you match up that headbanging too, that should totally do it for you. In case you were lost. But you know, of course I'll have the time going in the corner too, so hopefully that helps as well. At least you'll be close, you know? You'll at least be close to it. If you're off by like a couple seconds, I'd say you did something wrong, so. Yep, there's the intro of RWBY. Dun dun dun. That wasn't a dun 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 moment, I don't know why. Hey look, it's them. I know Jaune, of course. I don't remember the other one. Oh, was he from Cardinal? Or is he actually in Juniper? That did not work out for you, did it, bud?
This is the part where you lose.
Over my dead.
Okay. Hopefully not.
That's enough.
I mean, we all knew it wasn't a real fight,
Students,
right?
as you can see, Mr. Ark's aura has now dropped into the red. In a tournament-style duel, this would indicate that Jaune is no longer fit for battle, and that the official may call the match.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Ark, it's been weeks now. Please try to refer to your scroll during combat.
It's been weeks
Gauging
now.
your aura will help you to decide when it is appropriate to attack, or when it is better to move to a more defensive strategy.
Guys, they have health bars that they can actually
We wouldn't
look at.
want you to be gobbled up by a Beowulf, now would we?
Speak for yourself.
He does not
Remember,
like Jaune.
everyone, the Vital Festival is only a few months away.
The Vital
It won't
Festival?
be long before students from the other kingdoms start arriving in Vale, so keep practicing.
Okay.
Those who choose to compete in the combat tournament will be representing all of Vale.
Well, alright. Oh, she's so sad because she likes Jaune. Go comfort him, Pyrrha.
So, there we were,
Or we'll just
in
be on
the
Nora now.
middle of the night.
It was day.
We were surrounded by Ursai.
There were Beowulfs.
Dozens of them!
2 of them.
But they were no match. And in the end, Ren and I took them down and made a boatload of Lien selling Ursa's skin rugs.
She's been having this recurring dream for nearly a month now.
Jaune, are you okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Why?
It's just that you seem a little not okay.
Right.
Guys,
There's
I'm
one way of
fine.
putting it.
Seriously. Look.
We've all been there.
Jaune, Cardin has been picking on you since the first week of school.
Who? Cardin Winchester? Ah,
So yeah, from
he
Cardinal.
just likes
That's
to mess
right.
around, you know? Practical jokes.
He's a bully.
Oh, please. Name one time he's bullied me. No, come on!
The little flails.
Come on!
Each of you will be assigned one rocket-propelled locker to store your weapons and extra armor.
Why is it rocket
Additionally,
propelled?
Your locker can be sent to a custom location based on a 6-digit code.
Okay.
What? No, wait, get me out of here. Please, don't do it. Oh, come on.
That seems like a very strange thing to have in a school.
I didn't land far from the school.
Jaune, you know if you ever need help, you can just ask.
Oh! We'll break his legs!
Yes!
Guys, really, it's fine. Besides,
It's not like he's only a jerk to me. He's a jerk to everyone.
Why does she have bunny ears?
I told you it was real.
What a freak.
Now I'm still waiting for an explanation.
Atrocious. I can't stand people like him.
He's not the only one.
It must be hard to be a faunus.
Oh, a faunus? I assume like flora and fauna, right? Episode end. I called it. I am so good at this, guys. All right, I'm checking the time now, so y'all don't have to wait for me to do it later. All right. Yep, and then we'll wait. Okay, so this episode was 4 minutes. Oh, let me take these up. This episode was 4 minutes and 50 seconds long, and yeah, it's hard. It's one of those hard things. I liked this episode because of what it did contain, but as always, short, lack of content. And it's one of those things where I really do have to watch the second part before I can say what it was even about, you know, because without the second part, it is rather empty. I still wholeheartedly believe that they should, instead of doing it that way, should have just had Jaunedice be one longer episode, you know, combine parts 1 and part 2. I'm aware that they can't go back and change it, but, you know, from a critiquing perspective, I totally think that they should have just done that, you know, taken the extra time and whatnot. I don't know if the time was limited, whatever, I wasn't involved in the staff, but just from a viewer's perspective, that's what I would have to say. Like, I think that instead of having part 1 and part 2 that told, like, kind of a more full story, because it still isn't a full story from parts 1 and part 2 from like the other previous examples, but you know, it would have been better at least. But like, and that's why it's hard, because I did like this episode because, you know, the characters were really enjoyable and everything. You know, I like Jaune as a character, and we did get to see some more, maybe not some growth with him, but we did get to see, you know, like his bullying and his friends stepping up for him, and we did get introduced to the faunus, I believe they were called. And that's cool, that's interesting. Oh, and just the fact that the Cardinals are apparently antagonists. Like, I didn't know that they were gonna do, I didn't expect that. I did wonder why we weren't seeing them as much as, you know, Juniper. I obviously knew RWBY was the main team, so, you know, Juniper was, I was kind of surprised that they were so prevalent, but since they were prevalent, wasn't sure why Cardinal wasn't. Now I know, because they're douchebags, you know, so that's about it. And yeah, I can't really say anything else until part 2. That's when it's gonna wrap everything up. I just really wish that they had earlier on made these more complete episodes, so I didn't have to wait for another episode just to try to finish what the first one started. Like, that's not a good system to have. But, you know, y'all know how I feel about that by now. So let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comments below. Again, do not spoil things or I will hate you. But yes, comments, just be nice, don't spoil things, let me know what you thought. So with that, we're calling it here. Cue outro, go!